My best friend lives on Far Street, and I grew up on West Locust Street, literally the exact opposite sides of West Side. But it just shows that we really all have common values, that we really all believe in the communities that we come from, and that we really have a sense of ownership. There's pride of living here. There's pride of being part of these neighborhoods. I still walk my dog every night through the neighborhoods, and I still say hi to people, and I still recognize houses where friends grew up but may have moved on. And it's a good feeling. A lot of people in my generation have left. And, I have always been instilled with the thought that everybody can't leave. If you want to make Scranton better, if you want to make Lackawanna County better, you have to stay and you have to do the work, and work to make sure that we're all moving in the right direction. We're all trying to make the communities safe. We're trying to make the communities welcoming, and that we're embracing the changing landscape that's really occurring right around us.
Sure, and I think I can speak to some of that. I've never been a West Scranton resident, but having spent many of my early years also at St. Anne's School back in the day, I certainly recognize the good atmosphere that helped to instill in so many of us as students, and just a great family type bond that really created. Even if you weren't from the neighborhood, many of our fellow students were, but many of us also came from different parts of the area, and it was just a great place to go to school and to learn. And I still drive by houses when I'm here that I see every day on the way to work, where I knew people who grew up, or I'll see people's parents in the neighborhood that I recognize from the school year. So I certainly share that bond with you, and I think our work here with our West Scranton neighborhood plan helps to foster that and to build off of everything you just mentioned there, and hopefully make it better. And that's something we aim for every day with our community development work here in the neighborhood, where we're based with this building we're here now, and where so much of our work is focused to improve West Scranton every day. So we certainly share your experiences, and we value your insights on that. So we'll talk a little about here, and how do you see in particular the work you've done, living in the neighborhood, but also the work you did with the Lackawanna County Area Agency on Aging, where you spent a number of years as the director, about 7 years, I'm going to say?
6 years as director.
Okay. So a long time before you got to where you work now, you really got to see that boots on the ground operation at the county level. So how did some of those experiences shape what you see now? And, what were some of the lessons maybe that you took from the local level of service to where you're at now, Commonwealth-wide?
Well, I started with Lackawanna County in 1999 as a caseworker at the Office of Youth and Family Services, and spent a lot of time in the field and seeing things that really are eye-opening, and seeing how people had to live, how people went without, see the challenges that people had for all sorts of things, whether it be rent security or food security or child care security. All of those things I witnessed firsthand, and the struggles that are real for people in those situations. I lived through a revolution in child welfare of changing thoughts and changing perspectives and different ways of engaging others, and I brought some of that knowledge and some of those core values that were instilled in me in that system to my work in aging, and they translate well. The helping fields, the people helping people, really are all the same. Whether you're doing, drug and alcohol services or behavioral health service or children and youth and child services, education's no different. We all really are serving our communities. But as I spent time with the county, and as I became more involved with other county county agencies like yours and the United Way of Wayne, Lackawanna, and now Pike counties, we really, it really instilled in me this sense that we have to work together. We can't operate in vacuums. We can't operate in silos, and that we have to make sure that our visions are aligned, so that we're not competing to make change, that we're making change in parallels and in unison, and then we can really see progress, and we can really measure progress in our areas. It also widened my perspectives of all the wonderful different communities we have in Lackawanna County. People don't think that Benton's part of Lackawanna County. People don't think that Madisonville is part of Lackawanna County. Some people wouldn't even know where that is. If as we walk out into these neighborhoods that are around us. But they are, and they're wonderful contributors to our comedy culture. And bringing all of that together has been something I've been very passionate about, making sure all those voices are heard, making sure we're all part of this bigger community that I grew up in from West Scranton.